Hello to YouTube for the first video that we're gonna watch, which is horrible fashion fits. YouTube, you better be having some good fashion fits. What the fuck is wrong with you if you're wearing pants without belts and it's sagging on your knees?
Fashion is one of the most integral parts of the human experience and how we can express ourselves. It's defined as quote-unquote a form of self-expression with specific context such as time, place, and purpose. And it's evolved from when cavemen used to simply just throw on a blanket around their balls and walk with their ass hanging out trying to hunt deers, to men in the 1600s dressed in leotards and skirts posed zestly as can be. Crazy how times change. And now to the present where we have zero clue what it even is. I've made a video in the past on how—
What is this? That is so stupid. Look, what? This is what I mean when I say sometimes there's certain fashion stuff where I'm like, no.
high fashion and how that entire genre is basically copied into the garbage. But I didn't talk about the day-to-day fashion most of us regular folks actually see people with on the streets. And like I said in that video before, I'm not sitting here at all and claiming myself as the almighty one for everything in fashion. In fact, I wake up kind of like SpongeBob's closet, you know, that picture with him and every single outfit is the same. Yeah, that's me pretty much, it works. But even the most inept, idiotic motherfucker will laugh at some of the shit y'all wear on the daily. So let's start off with the category of what I like to call Discord mod type. 3D printed hoodie.
Okay, I mean, it's not bad. I don't think it's that bad, but maybe don't do the 3D printed hoodies. It looks like one of those scam retailer ads, because it usually is. They could have done it better, but they just put a print over it and call it a day.
It should honestly be illegal at this point to be selling this on purpose with the point of making profit. If you don't know, 3D hoodies rose to popularity in the early 2010s, and unlike everything else that was popular back then and died out, this was the one typical fashion thing. We just said, you know, it's all good. It's perfectly fine for people to wear this outside. I personally thought this was gonna die out with the whole RXD era, but I guess we just kept with the flow. The main problem I see with these hoodies is that it's just shoving it in your face. For example, if you're a Marvel fan and want to get some subtle merch to show people that you're into it, then that's absolutely fine. But what we don't need is something like this. Like, damn, bro, we get it. You like Venom.
Wait, that one didn't look that bad. I mean, it's a bit much. I like subtle stuff. Okay, I like subtle stuff. The reason why I prefer subtle stuff is because a lot of people will make fun of you, especially considering pre-COVID era where there was still such a high taboo of talking about anime in public. But even then, it's still there. It's still part of me, so that's why I prefer the subtlety of stuff.
These are even horrendous to just look at in real life. Imagine sitting down in a shop across someone with this shirt facing you. I'd already be thinking I'm gonna become a victim. And you can almost never match any of these hoodies with anything at all. Wearing a Galaxy hoodie with cargo pants, a ramen noodles hoodie with jeans on, a flamin' hot Cheetos hoodie with black sweat.
I'm not gonna lie, the Cheeto one with the black sweatpants looks better. But everything else, it looks so tacky. But it's not bad.
Walking advertisement doing this, I at least get paid. And the same thing especially goes to anime fans who love to buy these hoodies. These be the type of anime fan species I try to stay away from in public. Like, don't walk up to me. As far as everyone is concerned, I don't watch anime if you're around me. I know if you're wearing one of these, your smells are already off the Richter charts as well. Like, there has to be some signed agreement where if you have one of these hoodies, you have to keep a certain stench on.
You know what, to be honest, I don't think I've ever seen anyone wear one of these. Well, that's a lie. I've seen probably 3 people ever in my lifetime wear one of these Galaxy, Werewolf, anime hoodies. It's very rare for me to see them.
It's completely understandable to me if you want to show somebody in public that you watch anime, but this whole thing is just highly unnecessary. It'll just make those people not want to talk to you even more. And don't even let me get started on whatever the hell these things are. If you ever wore or are still wearing the hentai hoodie, I'm calling the FBI to—
Who the fuck cares? It's just a hentai hoodie. I mean, I don't have one, guys. I don't have a hentai hoodie.
These are the type of people that truly turn off other people from ever watching anime. And sadly, this is the stigma people that don't watch anime think all of us are like. Oh, and you're absolutely a deplorable person if you ever wore this in a public place like a school. I knew someone in high school who—
Yeah, maybe don't wear that in school, guys. Think about the children!
Wore this hoodie in high school, and it's the exact type of person you're thinking of. I'm gonna keep it YouTube safe, but in a nutshell, the school shooter looking type. That's automatic hoe repellent for the next 4 years of high school. Now you gotta wait until college. It's also the same for those nasty ass kids who wore Minecraft hoodies in school. I was really in—
No, don't say shit about the Minecraft hoodie. Don't you dare go over to the Listen, the Minecraft hoodies look cool, alright?
What the classmate that rocked one damn near every day. It was so embarrassing. His smell was nearly enough to clear up the entire...
Okay, but that's different. I feel like that's the individual. There will be people who don't fucking take showers or who doesn't know how to use a deodorant, who haven't washed their ass crack very properly.
Your classroom. And we both graduated out of the same class, so God knows what's happening to him now in life. I always wonder that too, like, what happens to the odd ones after school? They kind of just vanish and disappear. But the next thing we got is anything to do with the brand MSCHF. If you don't know the brand MSCHF, they're the creators of the most amazing fashion trend in 2022 that really just pushed the limits on creativity in the art field.
I don't know MSCHF.
Yeah, they made these. I knew society was cooked when these came out and everyone went apeshit wild over them on social media for a time. People online were scavenging nations just to get them, putting their organs on the black market just to get them, doing anything they possibly could to get them except getting a job. And for y'all that don't remember, let me just jog your memory real quick. These shoes didn't sell out in weeks, in days, in hours, not even in minutes. They sold out in a couple of seconds.
What the fuck?
See? Official news source and all. Y'all can search it up. I swear. Resellers
Why?
were having a field day with these ugly pieces of trash. It was an absolute gold rush for them. Them bitches shot up to 4 times the price.
Why? These look goofy as fuck. There's no way somebody seriously wanted to buy these.
Straight away. Can you imagine dropping an apartment's rent money on these things? The little drop of social media clout ended for them, and now look at the price of them real quick. Let me just show you it. Yes, you're reading that correctly. That is $249. It's gotta be worse depreciation in price than buying a new car, house, furniture, computer, and anything really. You're better off just burning the money in hand. And talking specifically about the shoe, I feel like they could have done a better job. Like, why the was their first choice with this concept Astro Bull? Is anyone even alive from when it was airing? I'm pretty sure they were still watching TV in black and white. Why not do anything else like the SpongeBob shoes, for example, or Sonic the Hedgehog shoes, or even the Super Mario Bros boots?
I would instantly buy Shadow the Hedgehog shoes. Actually, I wanted to get sneakers of Shadow the Hedgehog and Sonic the Hedgehog. That chick's like, stop! No, listen. I got an excuse. I got none.
People made these concepts right after they drop. I think they need to get a new marketing team. Also, MSCHF has got to have the worst shoe collection out of any other brand I've ever seen. Like when they released their wavy baby shoes. Which, I mean, this would have been drippy for hopping out the Miska Muska Mickey Mouse Doodle House. But I don't know. Scenario where this would work out in real life. Or the AC.1, which is just a medical boot. And much more that I really don't feel like going through. They shell out all these different types of things in the name of fashion. But for some reason, people flock and love MSCHF for their fashion, which confuses me on how. The next thing we got is pretty obvious and all you guys could guess it, but nonetheless, off-brand clothes. Before I get into this, believe it or not, I'm actually an advocate for a lot of off-brand things.
Same. I don't mind off-brand clothes. Sometimes it's good to buy off-brand clothes because some of these price tags they'll be putting on some of them are just too much.
I'll be posted up in the crib drinking Dr. Bob. When I'm hungry, I start snacking on Okie Dokies. I even like to turn on the occasional wee-wee and play to my heart's content. But where I have to draw the line personally is clothing. I don't understand how some people can walk outside with a large smile on their face and have the physical power to walk knowing full and well the fake logo is shining like no tomorrow.
Dude, who cares? Literally, it's not a big deal. This is one thing where I'm like, I don't agree. It's not a big deal to get off-brand clothing, alright? Obviously, don't pretend and be like, no, this is actually real. The only time I will say, you know, don't buy cheap stuff is if it's clearly so cheap that it will not even last one wash. What's a store that I can do an example of? There's just one store that does this perfectly. Is it H&M? And maybe even Forever 21. Some of Forever 21's clothes just falls apart in one wash.
You know damn well everyone that passes you and sees it are gonna make fun of you with their friends. It's gonna be the one interesting thing they bring up from their day which they can laugh about. Like, man, I had a terrible day. The worst of worst days. Nothing could ever get worse than this. But did you see that nigga's Jordans? The fuck is his logo doing? That shit throwing it back. And the thing is, I'm specifically talking about the most obvious examples. Not the nearly identical fake ones that about 99% of regular people won't even be able to tell. In fact, there be some companies that the replicate is so good, you're better off just buying the fake shit than the real one for 80% less. At least that's how I see it. They're all made in the same Chinese factories anyways. Child labor works about the same. No, what we're talking about is the ones like the Jordan logo. Gucci with the Adidas with half the letters.
That's
gotta be embarrassing to even walk out.
Nah, I would purposely buy the Jordan shoes with the cheeks out.
Even the kids that wore fake shit when I was in school never, ever took it that far. Your ass would get roasted so far into the sunset, you would be in an entire different multiverse. And my dumb ass almost bought one of these in the past when I was in middle school. This was back when Yeezys were at their peak and damn near everyone wanted a pair. I didn't really know anything about the shoe game back then, other than from my brother, but I knew I wasn't gonna be able to afford it until I stumbled upon these bad boys. You can't go wrong with this. Not only did they look like them, but they were light up and 4 times cheaper the price.
I would buy it just because it lights up.
Never went through the transaction. God knows where I would be, but I'm gonna tell y'all one thing, I wouldn't be on this earth for sure. Anyways, the next thing we got is these tight ass jeans and striped jeans. I don't even know if these are called striped jeans, but I'm gonna just go with it. I don't really understand how fashion went from jeans nearly falling off your entire body and barely being able to walk in them without tripping to these circulatory squeezing ass jeans.
Bro, your ass cheeks are— raise them up. This fucking tilts the heck out of me. I can't. If you don't want to wear pants properly, then don't wear pants at all. I don't really care too much about the skinny jeans. It is what it is. I used to wear skinny jeans. My thing is, sometimes they wear skinny jeans to the point where it looks like your life is being strangled from your legs. Why put yourself in that torture?
There's also many names for these type of jeans. If you're in the United States, it's the ATL jeans. If you're in the UK, it's just jeans. Either way, these jeans have got to be like the high heels for men because you can barely move in that bitch. Your legs separate too hard and that's a testicular torsion right there.
These are fine. See, these are fitted well. The one I'm talking about is literally this.
And do I even have to explain these ones? You know, if you're still out here wearing jeans with stripes, you're probably a lost cause anyways. And last, we got the shiesty mask slash ski mask slash balaclava, whatever you want to call it. I feel like ski masks were always a popular thing in rap, but they really got big because of TikTok, especially with the rappers like Pooh Shiesty and Yee.
Wait, do people genuinely wear those? Like, the only time I see people wearing ski masks is if you're a rapper, right? Or it's so cold outside, right?
Ski mask at every point in the world started to sell at rapid rates in the 2020s that no one had ever seen. And at first, I feel like it was a small section of people rocking them. But then, just like everything to ever exist past the 2020s, TikTok got a hold of it and completely and utterly destroyed it. People started to wear them everywhere they could. At their grocery store, at family dinners, at their graduation.
I'm sorry, all I think of is a Batman.
People just threw them on in any occasion and gladly walked outside. And I swear, people think they're 10 times harder when putting one on. You have the most suburban raised, the rich family, rich friends, rich relatives, never even seen a impoverished house. And as soon as they put one on, all of a sudden they got 5 bodies, 10 triple homicides, 5 dead homies. They become completely thugged out. I knew this fashion trend was personally dead when people like Dream started to wear it. Yes, this is a real photo. This is not AI generated.
What?
And I have an honest moment here. If you're ever out there wearing a ski mask inside of any store because people wear them anywhere and they don't care, don't be surprised if your ass gets racially profiled. There's no reason for you to be wearing a ski mask and walking in a store all conspicuous. I don't care who you are, all the cameras are turning on you the entire time you're inside of the store. And I love how the function were completely changed for them. Like, they were mainly meant to be worn in the winter time for the cold and when it was freezing, and then they ended up just turning into some regular niggas attire for the day. So that's really about what I got for day-to-day fashion that's just horrendous to me. But you know what, I'm not gonna discount any of these fits. You could really throw on anything, and you know, as long as you know how to rock it, you know what I'm saying, then you could rock it. But I don't know, it's gonna take some real work to make something like the Mufasa fit or Wolf fit work out. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, I love you guys consensually. And until next time, I'm out.
You know, I liked how he talked about a lot of the guys' fit, but what about the girls' fit? There's some girls' fits out there that I'm like, girl, that is not it.